y'all. Can y'all hear me well? I switched to a different microphone, so I'm hoping that it makes it a little bit easier to hear and not have so much echo. So let me know if you can hear everything. Can you hear me? Hello? Hold on. Can you hear me? Okay. Making sure. Does it sound better than normal? Perfect. So, how's everybody doing today? Hi, Cameron's here with me. Hi, Camelina, you're from Tennessee, all the way from Nassau, Bahamas. My husband's cousin is in the Grand Cayman. She's in medical school at St. John's University over there, South Carolina. Yes, it is sunny here today, too. That's why I'm in sleeveless. I've been with the convertible top down. It's Southeast Texas, so it's about 80 degrees or so outside today, which is a lot of people's summer, but this is just barely getting started for us. Someone said hey to you, Cameron. Can you tell he gets a little bit nervous on the live videos? So, I got to show y'all this. Okay, look how cute this romper is. I have to show it off. I bought it at Baubles and Bliss, and it is so super cute. I have a picture of it wearing it on Instagram, but it is so cute and comfortable. I am a sucker for rompers, and I typically am not someone who likes camo, but this is a good look. They said, Cameron, don't be shy. So, let's see, you're right down the road from the store in Nederland. Hi. Indiana Palm. We got lots of people from South Carolina. Vegas. It's raining there. It hardly ever rains in Vegas. There's Stevie. She's been wandering around a little bit. She's a sweet baby. Come see. You want to say hi, Stevie? Oh, see, that's my baby. I always joke with the kids that this is my favorite child. I love her the most. But how can you not? She's just so good. But the kids love her just as much.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Hey, you can rock a romper. You just have to find the right fit. That is what's important, is finding what fits you well. Because, you know, there's a lot of styles that I didn't think I can wear, but finding what fits the best and looks good, you got to try things on and figure out what your style is. She thinks she's a baby. I'm sorry. Yes, she is the best doggy. So, what kind of questions do we have today? Okay, so this is your business YouTube. Hi, Hannah. So, do you follow me for business advice or vinyl advice, or a little bit of both? I try to do a little bit of everything. As you can see, we have a very close family, and we hang out all the time. Well, I'm glad to see that. I'm glad that y'all are able to catch me live. I do these every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. So I think it's kind of fun to be able to get to know everybody. And to me, this is a little bit, you know, I can communicate a little bit better with you when we do live videos. Oh, I'm glad you love my two babies. As you can see, she's spoiled rotten. And she's a little bit overweight. So we have been, hold on, I got to box that one. There we go. Anyways, you're a newbie with silhouette. I am trying to do, like any tutorial I'm doing, I'm trying to do for each machine. So that way, as I said, we're doing back to basics. So we're getting to know our machines inside and out. Well, not really inside, because if you got warranty, you don't want to take it apart. Caesar or Thermoflex? Y'all know my opinion on that. Thermoflex is my favorite. Caesar's a good vinyl, don't get me wrong. I'm just not a fan of how it washes. So that's just my personal opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm glad you like my videos, Tina. Yes, I mean, and it can help whenever I use a different machine because sometimes there's different trials and tribulations whenever I go to put things together. So even if you don't have that machine, you can still watch the video and you might get some helpful advice from it. Do I have problems with foil adhesives? Okay, so with foil adhesives, they can be kind of difficult to cut, and they don't always bend the best. So they can be a little bit trying, but once you get used to it, it's really not that bad. What is my favorite stretch vinyl? Okay, so if y'all know, I've been using the Deco Soft by Specialty Materials a lot lately. Those have a stretch to them. I really, really love how they look. That's part of the reason why I've been using them so much. They're so soft in the, like whenever you put them on a shirt. No, you cannot purchase the Dumbo file. I don't sell Disney files. It is against copyright laws. But if you're a patron, and you don't have to sign up for patron and keep signing up, you can sign up for $4 and then download all your SVGs and then cancel it. You don't have to keep doing that. You might have to contact Silhouette for that because I'm not sure why it keeps.
Are the Disney characters available on Patreon?
Yes, the Disney characters are available on Patreon. Is Caesar glitter dishwasher safe? No vinyl is dishwasher safe. You don't want to put vinyl through the dishwasher because the heat and the pressure, because it pushes out the water at like a pressure washer speed, it can lift that. Yes, the Deco Soft does work really well for koozies. The only one that I have, like, and I've talked to the owners over at Specialty because I was like, what we really need in the Deco Soft line is one thing I want is a buffalo plaid, a red and black buffalo plaid, because y'all know we love our buffalo plaid here in the South and pretty much anywhere. Buffalo plaids, I mean, whenever we went to Disney World last time, red and black buffalo plaid was popular in the Canadian pavilion there. But we I want to get a white that isn't so transparent. So that's one of the things we're working on as well.
Where can I get good floral?
How long to get an order to Tennessee? Typically just a few days. Products are coming in and out of stock. But our shipments typically arrive every 2 days just in case we ran out of something because it has been so crazy busy. It's funny. Yes, see, I told you, Canadians love the buffalo plaid too. And I think that would be super popular. And it's really cool to me that they take advice from me whenever I'm like, hey, can we do something like this?
Where can I get good floral vinyl?
Okay, so you can purchase your Deco Soft vinyl from me. It's available on our website. But typically it's just a few days. But sometimes the post office runs cruddy, which I wish I had more control over the post office, but I don't. Okay, so whenever you do a shirt with the easy press, always put the plastic side facing up. And you want to mirror your design. Let's see. Hi from Mississippi.
I've been super protective with the new.
Oh, yes. Isn't that floral just absolutely stunning? Mm-hmm. I am in love with it. And I have washed and dried shirts with it, and it looks so good. Okay, so what vinyl would be to start off with, heat vinyl or removable? Well, it kind of depends on the projects that you want to do. I love using heat transfer. I use a lot of heat transfer. Yes. They're both easy to work with, in my opinion, but I honestly think heat transfer, especially during the weeding and cutting process, can be a little bit more forgiving than adhesive.
How do I avoid bubbles?
Okay, so to avoid bubbles, if you're doing a big design, there's a few things that you can do. One is take and use application fluid. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room, plus it takes and makes it where there's not as many air bubbles in it. You can also take and use heat, like a hairdryer, to kind of help, because that will help remove your air bubbles. And you can take the tip of your Easy Weed and wooden pick, and if you have a bigger air bubble, you can take and pop it and squeeze it out, and then take and use a hairdryer, and that will take and help get rid of the air bubbles. Okay, so the serape, and it typically on our prints it says it doesn't come with the carrier sheet, because most of the time, and it's because the way I do things, I will reuse a piece of the clear off of an old piece of HTV. I say that all the time, and it works great as a carrier sheet. So you cut it, you don't mirror it, and then just take a piece of your old HTV clear plastic and use it like you would a carrier sheet. Oh, I'm glad you ordered the t-shirt guide. We sell a ton of those, and they are super duper helpful, and they are so inexpensive. And let me tell you something. I have honestly tried a lot of expensive t-shirt lining tools, and I've always gone back to that. It was the easiest to use. You're in Alabama. You missed Texas. What part of Texas were you from? Well, I do Tigger shirts. Oh, yes, I will do Tigger shirts. We will do Eeyore shirts. We have lots and lots of characters playing. There are so many Disney characters, so we'll probably be working on Disney for years. But I do know we are going to do, because Marvel Avengers Endgame, which is Disney property, is coming out. We are going to be doing some Avengers shirts. Because for our family, when we go see Avengers, we want to do each person with a different character. Cameron, what character did you want to do?
Spider-Man.
So Cameron wants to do Spider-Man. Caden wants to do Ant-Man. I don't know who Nadia wants to do, but I think I want to be Captain Marvel, because she's the most powerful out of them all. Dad, I said, thinks, I think he said Iron Man or Captain America. So that will be fun. But we're going to do all of them. Let's see. I'm so glad that you love all the information I shared. And we are going to be doing Craftsmas again.
I forgot about that. Is there a different way to cut or weed chameleon vinyl?
What do you mean cut or weed chameleon? Have you had an issue with chameleon? You may need to try it on your glitter setting, because it is a little bit thicker, and if you don't cut it all the way through, it will really do some layers. Oh, yes, that villain makeup is stunning. Right now, I'm wearing the Melt Cosmetics, the Gemini palette for most of the green, but I have that lime green, and it's hard to see in this lighting, but I have that lime green shade from the Disney Villains palette on my eyelid. And then I'm wearing the Hades lipstick, because, I mean, I use it all of the time. It is so fun. Yes, we will be doing Aladdin. We will also be doing, what's the other one? Lion King when it comes out. Because, as I said, yeah, it's always funny, because I can definitely hear my suffering coming out when I talk. But we are definitely going to do, because as I said, we are the family. If you haven't noticed, my kids, even though he's 12, I got a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, they have no issue wearing matching shirts. We do it for lots of things, so we have fun with it.
I love doing it.
No, but Stevie's not really shy. She's asleep.
And old.
Yeah, she's very old. She's 12 years old. I do have some tutorials on how to pick out your t-shirt guide. But one of the most important things about picking out your t-shirt guide is if you have a heat press, choosing the size of your press. So if you have a 15-inch heat press, you get a 15-inch. If you have a 12-inch press, you get a 12-inch. I have a 16 by 20, so I use the 16-inch.
I'm new. Where do I get?
Okay, so if you have the 9 by 9 easy press, you can either use the 9-inch, or, because when I use my easy press, I have a 15-inch by 24-inch Steady Betty, which is a wonderful purchase, by the way. I use my 15-inch guide. It works really, really well. I'll probably do some Snoopy characters one of these days. My husband, that is one of his favorites. And we like to mix it up. As you noticed, I've done some Harry Potter. I did some DC. We're definitely going to be mixing it up. 3X's can be difficult to find. Gildan has a lot of them. Bella has a few in some of the colors. Steady Betty can be purchased at steadybetty.com. Okay, so if you want to become a patron, there is a link in the description box. You go to www.patreon.com/Betsy Gocher, and you can sign up there. Yes, see, that's how I am. I use different of the t-shirt guides depending on what I am using. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, Steady Betty is awesome. And they're okay. So I met the Steady Betty people, and this is not sponsored in any way. Also, Gildan, not Hobby Lobby has those, but I met them at the quilt show a couple of years ago, and I purchased it there. So whenever I purchased it from them, I met them, and it's a little older couple, and they make everything by themselves. So
somebody asked where you can get the t-shirt guide.
On our website, which is www.cuttincornersvinyl.com. Sorry, I just lost it. Yes, steadybetty.com. Or Cameron, go grab my Steady Betty and let's look, because I have it on the tag. And I think they sell them on Amazon as well. I think they also sell their things on Amazon. Okay, well, I need to look at the tag. You're covering it. Yes, steadybetty.com. So I will type that in for y'all. And y'all know I love to support small businesses. What is Patreon or Patreon? So, okay, so let me tell you about Patreon first. It is a way to kind of help support our channel, because doing all this stuff, as you can see, I have lots of camera equipment and things like that. To be able to provide y'all with the best quality, it is expensive. You just ran over Stevie's food bowl. So it is a way to support us, but you also get benefits from it. There is a Patreon-only scrap box, which we do on the 1st of every month. Plus, we also have the SVG Superstar, which is if you do $4 or more a month, you get all the SVGs that are on our page. So it's pretty cool. And okay, so the Cricut pick, let's see if I have one right here. Go grab one of my picks, babe. It's over there. Okay, so y'all are asking for the difference. This is the Cricut pick. I am not a fan of the hook portion of this, and the tip isn't near as sharp. To me, this is a little bulky and hard to hold. This is our Easy Weeding wooden pick. As you can see, mine's filthy. I've used it a bunch. It has a nice small sharp point, and it's straight, so you hold it like a pencil, and to me it's a lot faster to use it for. Let's see, price per month. As I said, there's a few different options, and it tells you there's $1 a month, there's a $4 a month, $10, and a $45 a month if you want a kit.
Oh yeah, kits.
Yeah, you can still order the t-shirt guide. Well, actually, this will be our 3rd year in business. It will be hitting our 3-year anniversary for the Cuttin Corners. We have been on YouTube for about 2 years now. So yes, we will be doing a big anniversary party, and we will be doing a big party for our 100,000. We are very, very close to 100,000, and y'all can help that out by subscribing and sharing our videos. You can share them to your silhouette groups, to your brother groups, to your Cricut groups. It always helps, so that way other people can see. We don't have a Patreon discount yet. Maybe we should offer one if that's something y'all are interested in. I didn't even think about that, though. We needed to have a patron discount. So, but yeah, we can definitely do that. I don't see why we wouldn't offer that for y'all guys, because as I said, without the support of y'all,
we couldn't win this game.
We wouldn't be where we are. Am I doing a demo this session? No, this is a Q&A session. This is kind of just to talk to y'all, answer the questions that y'all have, and all that kind of fun stuff. Yes, you can use, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I use them to pop bubbles if I get any bubbles when I'm doing vinyl. So, I love it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you lost your cat. I always worry because Stevie is about 12 years old. We rescued her, and she has epilepsy, and I am scared whenever she passes away because this is my baby. Hi, Bartley. But yeah, no, as I said, this is kind of interesting to be able to kind of hang out with y'all. Then this is, as I said, this is a different type of video. And tomorrow, since tomorrow's Wednesday, I'm going to try to get the 3X tutorial up. I have had a lot of requests on how to do a larger style shirt. So I'm going to try to do that tutorial tomorrow, but I have a doctor's appointment. Tomorrow's my rheumatology appointment. So yes, I think we will do a Patreon discount. Let's see, making a shirt with an Easter bunny on it or an autism saying, yeah, we can easily do that. As y'all know, my middle son, Caden, he has Asperger's. So we are definitely an autism family, and we support the autism community as much as possible, because letting people understand about all those different kids is important to me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your dog or your cat. A month ago, it's devastating when you lose them because they are your babies. Well, I'm hoping my doctor's appointment goes really well. As y'all know, I've been on Lyrica for about 9 months now, and I've had an issue with it because it has slowed my metabolism. Even though I'm working out and doing keto, it has been a struggle for me to lose weight because the Lyrica, it really does inhibit your metabolism, and it made me put on a lot of weight really quickly. So I'm hoping that there's another medicine I can try. Open the chest decors, please, from Turkish. You are very beautiful. Downwards, you are. I'm confused. I don't know how I'm so pretty. I'm me. Yes, and we are going to do a big sale at 100,000. So it will be huge. Kind of like whenever we did our Black Friday and stuff like that. We do try to do sales on a regular basis, but we are a small business still. I mean, we've grown quite a bit, but
it's hard to do like big sales.
Yes, and it's hard on our employees too. Oh, from London, England. My brother-in-law was stationed in London, or he was stationed in England. Where was his base? I don't remember where, but it was close to London. Yes, the struggle is real. And even though, like, my son Caden is on the higher end of the spectrum, we still have a lot of struggle with them. I am considering also, I had a company reach out to me who knows that I have fibromyalgia, wanting me to do a video over CBD oil, which I'm thinking about doing a test on. I would never do a sponsored video unless the product was really, really good. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I may see about that because I've heard really good things about people with my same disease having good luck with CBD oil. Okay, so most of the vinyl is hot peel. Now, the vinyl for the Deco Soft, that is a warm peel. But we do have some new products that we're probably fixing to offer. Specialty is fixing to start doing some adhesives, and these are like polished metal adhesives. I'm not sure if you can see in the camera how beautiful these are. So we're going to probably start offering those pretty soon. And then they have a beautiful line of chameleons and adhesive.
I've never seen those.
And yes, the Joanne vinyl did hold up really well. So far it's doing well, like CBD. So I know a lot of people who've had good luck with it. Yeah, those stuff that I'm looking at doing does not have THC. I do not want anything that makes me loopy. I'm already, if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of already all over the place. So I don't know. Oh, thank you. I have a curling iron and I did it, so it's pretty easy to do. Oh yeah, there's definitely ways. I'm going to do some more trace tutorials too. Right now, as I said, we're kind of going back to basics on the machines, and we're going to keep getting more and more advanced. Yes, these are permanent adhesives. The polished metals all have an up to 2-year outdoor rating, and the chameleons have up to a year outdoor rating. Now, some of them have longer than others, but they are still permanent vinyls. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the best option is. That's part of the reason before I try anything, before I accept even testing out the CBD oil, I want to talk to my doctor first and see what her thoughts on it are. Because, I don't want to mess with my body. But I really don't like taking the Lyrica. I mean, it helps. Don't get me wrong. But
not good.
Well, I mean, I just don't like taking a lot of medicines, and if I can go more natural, more homeopathic, I definitely will. You put on some of my rubber gloves?
Yeah.
Yes, the oil slick is so pretty.
That's one of my favorites.
So, I'm hoping Awaken Life game. I don't know what game that is. Yes, he's got on I keep gloves around for when I do etching projects. So, kind of fun. Okay, let me tell you about this one. This one is my mini-me. He is so much like me. Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii so bad. I want to go. And it's probably kind of silly, but I really want to go to the Aulani, the resort by Disney there. But I mean, I also want to see the rest of Hawaii too. But I've seen so much of it from doing all of this. Let's see. Yes, as I said, we're fixing to start stocking those. It's so cool. Okay, so my computer that I'm using now, I have an Alienware gaming laptop. They're pretty expensive. And part of the reason why I purchased this is, one, it can handle doing in-depth artwork. And another part of it is it's fast enough to render the videos when I'm doing all of this fun kind of stuff, because you have to have a faster computer for it. But there are some good laptops that are not as expensive as this. But
gaming PCs are usually more faster, and that's just fun.
Oh, it's beautiful. That is one of my dream goals to be able to do. Yes, there are so many different brands, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. I mean, like, I've been in this business a long time. So for permanent adhesive, there's Oracal, which is my favorite. There's Avery. There's 3M. Caesar has one. Now Specialty has one. So there's a ton of different ones. Yes, you can put HTV on jeans and it lasts. We are going to be doing a tutorial over that pretty soon. I did a jean jacket and it looks absolutely amazing. So, one of my goals in life is, we've worked so hard a lot of our life that to be able to travel a whole lot more. So, let's see. I have a couple of tutorials for Inkscape. I think TroyTube has some good ones for Inkscape as well. So you might want to look there. And I'm going to be adding some more for Inkscape. But right now, a lot of what we've been trying to do is the back to basics to show, because everybody gets these machines, it seems like now, for Christmas and birthdays and
better tutorials.
Okay, so when you're doing a textured cup, a lot of times, like, first thing you want to do is squeegee it down, take and use a hair dryer, and that helps it really get into those cracks and crevices. And you definitely want to take and let it sit for a while. Oh yeah, no, you can do all sizes with the 12-inch t-shirt guide. If you haven't noticed, like if I'm doing this on my 16-inch press, it doesn't matter what size I'm using, I still use the 16-inch press. Yes, you need to check out, I did a jean jacket tutorial over Christmas, and it was so cool. Yes, we are doing more and more tutorials over designing. We are trying to get them up. The thing with tutorials over designing is they take a long time to film and edit, because there's so much more involved in it, because it's not just sitting over there talking and doing this. Yes, and I have to do all the computer recording, and it's a lot. Glitterflex 2 and Glitterflex Ultra. Let's see. I keep my book handy. I really haven't used the Glitterflex 2 because I use the Glitterflex Ultra all the time. Let's see. So the Glitterflex 2 has polyester particles that makes it where you can sublimate on it too. And as you can see, there's not as many colors in it, but it is a little bit thinner and stretchier than the regular. So, and it doesn't have the pressure, it has a pressure sensitive carrier sheet. Okay, so I have a Roland Eco Solvent printer, and it is a great machine. HP makes latex printers, which we just purchased one, and they are really, really good. It kind of depends on what your budget is, but they both work really, really well. You can sublimate on Glitterflex Ultra 2. That has polyester particles, so that can actually be sublimated on. So just so you know. You're welcome. I'm glad you like my videos. I try to keep current and try to keep posting. I really enjoy doing all this. I like it a whole lot more than what I thought I would. Let's see. I'm trying to answer everybody's stuff today. And remember, yes, we are doing more silhouette tutorials, more brother scan and cut. I think it's important to kind of try to learn what y'all are using. Okay, so sublimation in a nutshell. Let's think about this. They make special printers and special inks, or special inks for different styles of printers. And what the ink does is, once you print it on these transfer papers, you have to use a shirt that is either mainly polyester or all polyester. The more polyester in it, the better it's going to print. And what it does is it turns the ink into a gas when it's heated, and it bonds with your fabric, or you can take and polyester coat cups and stuff like that as well. And it actually bonds with that material, and it never goes away. The problem with sublimation is it can be a little bit more expensive, and if you bump the transfer when you're moving it, you can shadow it so easily, and then you've ruined a shirt. Which we have a show to go to, the ISS show in Houston, and the next show that I go to, I am planning on looking at possibly purchasing another sublimation printer, because I get asked about doing tutorials on it all the time. So I want to make sure that I can take and do that. You did a good job on your shirt.
Thank you.
he definitely tries to help as much as possible. Yes, I've used Deco Flock. It is super soft and it's cool. To me, Deco Flock is very vintagey looking. It reminds me of like the shirts you used to see like on gym shirts back in the 70s and 80s. Like I remember being in PE in middle school and having flock letters on my shorts because there was a place locally called Complete Athlete that you'd go. Everybody went to go get their PE clothes and they had pre-cut flock letters that they would stick on. But yeah, I mean, it's a really nice material. And we do plan on carrying it. We are slowly but surely adding lots and lots of things to the website. So, but yeah, I definitely recommend it. Yes, we will definitely do some more Mother's Day tutorials. Now, last year we did a tutorial over a mom and grandma shirt. We made it, and I have the full tutorial on how to design it out using the MFI Love glitter font. We made one for my mother-in-law, and it says Granny. It has all of the kids, grandkids' names on it with what year she became a grandma, and it is especially, she loves to wear that shirt. But sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult the more grandkids you got doing something like that. But also anything with kids' handprints. Grandmas love anything that is personalized from their grandkids. Let's see. Yes, you can apply HTV to a tie-dyed shirt. I have videos on doing it. You just have to be careful on some of the tie-dyed shirts and depending on what process they use, especially when using like white HTV with it, sometimes it can take and have dye migration so you can see the colors of the vinyl through the vinyl. Yes, we are going to be doing lots of Mother's Day and lots of Father's Day tutorials. Y'all know I'm all about the holidays. Here in the South, we will personalize anything. I have a chair tutorial I did over Christmas, and I used Thermoplex Plus and a glitter. So you can use anything. Yes, grandmas. But mommies do too. I have lots of things sitting around my desk. The kids have made me over the years. And one of my favorite things, and the kids are too old for it now, are the school ornaments with the photos on it and the things that they made. I have all that stuff from the kids from all their years in elementary. And those are probably some of the most special things, in my opinion, that are in my possession. Those are memories. But I'm a big picture taker. If you haven't seen my Facebook or my Instagram, I have tons and tons of pictures of my kids and stuff like that. It kind of helps bring back memories of different things like that we've done. So I think that is very, very important. I look like the actress from Game of Thrones. I'm not sure which actress you're talking about, but pretty much all of them are pretty, so I'll take that as a compliment. I love Game of Thrones. Cameron isn't exposed to it yet. He's a little bit too young for it, but we definitely watch Game of Thrones. Did y'all see the season 8 premiere if y'all are Game of Thrones fans? There's so many characters that I love that I don't want to pass away, so we will see how it goes. Yes, as you can see, the blonde, daily I'm getting a little bit more and more blonde. I bought the John Frieda lightning spray. It's kind of like Sun In, and it kind of helps keep my roots from being so dark. So I'm trying out different things because bleaching your hair is so hard on it. So I want to keep the light color for a little while. So we're trying. Yeah, see, I like it. My husband draws sometimes, and I have little things sitting around too that he's drawn for me. Or hand me that dollar bill up there, baby. My natural hair color is a dark brown, but I've changed it so many. Like my husband took and did this folded dollar for me several years ago, and I still save it. Yes, post it. Oh, and that one of the things we are working on too, hopefully as we get bigger, is to be able to have better shipping options for our out of the country people, because I have a lot of people who support me over in Australia, and that's another place I want to visit one of these days. My husband's been there. So, but yeah, no. If y'all haven't noticed, if y'all have watched me for a long time, my hair has changed a lot of times over the years. I like, and my husband, I joke with it. I'm like, if you ever get bored of me as a wife, just wait a few months, it'll change again. Are you interested in joining the family business when you get older?
Yeah, I don't know at this point. I kind of want to be a lawyer, but at that same hand, I kind of want. It's confusing. I have no clue.
He's still trying to figure out where he's wanting to be when he's older. He talks about being an attorney. So we have traveled some. We typically drive everywhere we go, but I can't drive to Australia, and I definitely can't drive to Hawaii. So we want to be able to travel more. And I think especially as I grow as a channel and things like that, I would like to be able to set up meet and greets in other places to be able to meet everybody that has supported me. Those are some of my goals. Well, that's how Cameron is. He's up my butt. The best way to put it. He is always by my side, and that's part of the reason why he likes to be on camera. My other two, that's the reason why they're not. They don't really like to be on camera too much. I've gotten them to do it a couple of times, but he's all about being the center of attention.
I even called her earlier and asked if I could do it.
Yeah, he called me earlier before I went and picked him up from school when he was walking, because there's a gas station down the road from his school. So he called and was like, "Can I be in your live video?" No, YouTube does not. I have to take and approve comments when people say the word weed. And we're not talking about marijuana. We're talking about, and I've confused a lot of people whenever I used to say weeding and things like that whenever I first started, because people didn't understand what that concept, what that term actually meant. I have not done any of the Cricut events in Utah. I'm hoping to get invited one of these days. I actually just started talking with Lori Nunemaker. She's involved in Cricut, and she is a super duper sweet lady. And so we're becoming YouTube friends, which is kind of weird because I don't watch a lot of crafting tutorials. I am trying to watch so that way I can refer y'all to other places if I haven't done it. And trying to make friends within the crafting community. And so far, she's been super duper nice. So if y'all have anybody else that y'all recommend that maybe we can build some budding friendships with and maybe do some collabs and things like that, let me know. But yeah, no, as I said, I've talked to Lori Nunemaker, like we'd messaged each other, and she is a super duper sweet lady. Her style of tutorial, she does great tutorials, but her style of tutorial is very different than my type of tutorials. But I do want to go to some of the Cricut events in Utah, but I would also like to be able to go to Utah to, like, we had the Scrapbox people whenever they gave me the original Scrapbox, which is what I use. That's what my desk is, and it's absolutely amazing. Have invited me if I ever get a chance to go up there to go and tour their showroom and things like that. So I think it would be fun. Auntie Tay, I'll have to definitely look. Melody Lane, Troy Young, I will definitely see. Tanner Bell, okay. I will definitely have to go and check them out. Yes, you need to come and visit. Round Rock is up by Austin. So you definitely need to come and see. You only watch me and Lori. That's so nice. Yes, he loves blue gloves. As I said, hey, if y'all have seen me for a while, y'all know I'm a little on the weird side. So see. How have you ever designed by hand with vinyl? What do you mean? Like cut it by hand? I will Okay, let me tell y'all something. If you're asking about cutting vinyl by hand, that is something I will never, ever, ever do. I can't cut a straight line to save my life. So I will definitely be always using a machine. Yes, we are going to start doing a Patreon discount for our patrons. Want mystery boxes. We can definitely do a mystery box. We do kits every month for our patrons that are the $45 a month that goes along with the SVGs. So, yes, I've designed projects by hand. Like I have taken and hand drawn things like the hibiscus anchor, and I'm not that good of an artist. I took and hand drew that, and that is probably one of our most popular SVGs.
But she's blind in one eye, and she has no depth perception at all. Ain't that right?
I'm glad that you love to do all of my Christmas videos. Those were so much fun, and we are definitely going to do it again this year. We do ship to the UK. It's more expensive, but we do ship worldwide. That is important to me because even though it's more expensive, I think it is very important to be able to offer our products to everybody because I have so many supporters that are out of the country. So we definitely ship outside of the United States. But, okay, so we are sitting at about 46 minutes. It doesn't do patrons anymore. She has a member group. I'm not sure how that works. I like using Patreon because they handle all of the stuff. All they have to do is take and post on there. So I don't know. I know that YouTube, like I can take and sign up to have y'all like pay through YouTube and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if that's something I want to do. I mean, I don't want it to seem like, I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. I don't want it to seem like I'm all about the money because that's not why I do this. I've said this a million times. You don't have to order from me. I'm still going to take and post tutorials. If you don't take and support me through Patreon, if you don't take and order vinyls and stuff from me, it is very, very important for me in that aspect because I don't offer everything.
How long have you been on YouTube?
How long have I been on YouTube? A little over 2 years. So it's kind of crazy the amount of growth that I'm glad you think my videos are helpful. It's crazy to me how much we've all grown together. Well, I'm glad you think I have some awesome SVGs. And that's part, like, and to be able to offer y'all like the Disney SVGs and all of that kind of stuff is important because I know a lot of y'all are like me who love Disney just as much as I do. But part of the reason why I moved the Disney SVGs, the Disney stuff to the second channel was because of there's so many more tutorials that I need to do on this channel. Well, thank you, Chelsea. I'm glad you think I'm really, really pretty. It's kind of weird when people say that to me because I joke with my husband. I'm always like, you have a pretty wife. But then I look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, I'm almost 40. I'm a little bit overweight. We all get that kind of feeling. Okay, so to start videos, kind of just start shooting. Like my videos, if you haven't noticed, if you go back and see like what we started with in the beginning, things have progressed over the time. And to me, it's just fun. And I try to do the things that y'all request, but I also do the things that I enjoy doing.
She used to use her phone.
Yes, when we started off. Okay, so you don't need all of the fancy equipment that I have to start shooting videos. If you go back to my beginning videos, we started shooting with my phone. The first thing I purchased after like I started doing decently well on YouTube is I purchased a microphone to have better audio. Then after that, I purchased my first set of lights so y'all could see better. So it's kind of grown little by little to be able to offer everything that I do. And part of it to me is it's just a lot of it is luck. Like I don't feel like a lot of times I have anything. Maybe I do. That is different than anybody else, but something keeps people around. And Patreon, let's see, we typically do 5 a month. I've done it for about a year, so 5 times 12. So there's roughly about 60 SVGs, if not more. So as I said, we've been doing this a long time. Yes, I do try to post in my community page, and I have a group, if you're not in it, on Facebook, where I post whenever a new tutorial goes up. I also share the videos on Patreon, so that way y'all know, because sometimes it's hard to see. YouTube does not always know, like, even if you're a subscriber and you watch all my videos and you get notified, it doesn't always let you know that I've posted something. So check out, it's Cuttin Corners Vinyl. They have a group on Facebook. Join it if you're not joined. The people share all kinds of information. So always good and bad. And like, to me, I like the group, the community involvement. To me, it's like, I wouldn't be where I am and have as much growth as I have, because I've learned a lot, like especially about other machines, because of y'all. Oh yeah, I would love to see your post. I love it when people post when they've done one of my projects. I love it when they post projects that they didn't get from me. I love it whenever people take and post that they've received their scrap box, because I love to, like, I get messages, oh, how amazing that was, or when they've received a prize, because if y'all haven't noticed, people don't complain about that. We ship out whenever you win. So, oh, I'm glad you're doing the Disney Easter eggs tomorrow. I love the Disney Easter eggs. That's probably one of my favorites. But I have to say, I think my Dumbo shirt was my all-time favorite so far. I'm glad you love being a patron. Y'all are, as I said, this is why I do this. It makes me so, so happy. Yes, and teaching your kids and getting your kids involved in it is great. Like, if y'all don't know, all 3 of my kids pretty much work for me. Cameron can take and handle the customers better than a lot of adults, but he's been doing this since we opened this store. Where can you see my shirt? Okay, so the shirt that I'm wearing, the Dumbo shirt, is on Instagram. I also have pictures posted on Facebook, and the SVG is available for my patrons. But yeah, the Dumbo was super cute. That's what we wore when we went and saw Dumbo for Cameron's birthday. I'm so glad you're new. Don't you just love this bump of a log of a dog? Yes, I do try to show mistakes, because I think if you sit there and just post perfection, then you don't learn anything. And hey, like my silhouette video I did last week over the Easter baskets, that day, nothing wanted to work. The machine, I had just updated the software, and I was having all kinds of issues. But I think that y'all should see that, because y'all have those days too. And I don't think that it's fun to have it where you just see the good. I definitely want. This is Cameron. This is the baby. So he's my little mini me. Caden, I think he's been in one video
I think it's for the
when we did the doormat. He's been in some of my vlogs for like Disney. But and yes, they're both spelled with K's. I have a thing like writing cursive K's. I love to write the letter K. So like trying to find names that went with the last name Gocher. And as I said, I love writing the letter K. So that sounds so weird. I'm so glad I've inspired you. Yes, Cameron is epic. We're fixing to have to get braces on him. His teeth, he's always been a finger sucker. I don't know if you've had any kids that have had that issue. There was nothing. Oh, see, you like K's too. That is like, K's are like the funnest letter to write. I want to get an Eeyore tattoo. I also, one of the things, Nadia has talked about us getting like matching tattoos. So I've thought about getting the word Ohana, like right here on my collarbone. I actually have several tattoos. You can't see most of them, but my feet, I actually have sleeves on both of them. I have a tree frog on one foot. My best friend who passed away used to absolutely love tree frogs. So I got that in honor of her. And then on my other foot, I have a lotus flower that is a matching tattoo with my best friend. And part of the reason why I wanted a lotus was because the meaning behind them is there's something so beautiful that grow from the dirt and grow from the mud. And to me, it was like a message about my life that you can take and come from something so dark and tragic and then end up with just this inspiring beauty. I also have 3 stars tattooed on my ankles for my 3 kids. I have a tattoo across my lower belly that says true love. The meaning of true love is knowing someone else's faults and loving them even more for them. So I have thought about doing a full Disney sleeve. So, like, I want to include princesses and villains because as much as I love the princesses, don't get me wrong, Maleficent is like my favorite villain. So, I definitely want to do some more tattoo work. It's just, I have a lot of friends who are tattoo artists. It's just having time to go get them done. But so it's kind of crazy. I also have these little hearts and arrows on the inside of my wrist. I planned on getting the boys' names tattooed on my wrist, but I haven't had time to. So that was one of the things. But yeah, I mean, tattoos, I think, are just a beautiful form of artwork. And have you seen, speaking of tattoos, oh, see, you've got K's too. See, I love K's. Hey, it's okay. Everybody spells it wrong. I have done some sports team shirts. I need to do some on whenever it comes to like football and baseball season. No, we are not having another baby. I had a lot of issues when I was pregnant with both of my boys. Cameron especially. I had toxemia, preeclampsia, and diabetes. And my doctor said that if I had another baby, it would not be good on me or the baby, and it could kill us. So I had my tubes tied after Cameron. And I think that is probably part of the issue. It's like I told my husband, I want more kids. And I said, I think that it's part of the issues. I feel like that choice was kind of taken from me. I had to do it, and that makes me want more babies. So
the dogs are your babies now.
Yes, the dogs are my babies now. And we've also, yes, no, I'm not having another baby. We have talked about doing some foster care too, especially because of the things that I dealt with in my life. I would always love to help another child out and give them the chance to have more, I guess is the best way to put it. But we haven't been in a position in life, especially like right now, with work and all that kind of stuff, to do a foster situation. But that is one of my goals too. I would love to be able to be a foster mom. I think that fostering kids who haven't had it very well would be a great importance in life. Yes, high risk pregnancies are terrible. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're at. And we have been online for an hour now. We have to go get ready to go do our CrossFit. Y'all know I do that at 6:30 every single day. So I enjoyed getting to spend this hour with you. Now remember, we will do this next Tuesday as well. We'll do another chit chat Q&A kind of thing like we did. I love you guys. Remember that. Remember that you can do more than what you think you can. But y'all have a great evening.
Thanks and have a great day.
We'll see y'all later.